Well, hey. You're now tuning in to Miss T Energy. You guys, it is Fruitful Friday. This is our energy check. Once again, you are now tuning in to Miss T Energy. If you are familiar with the platform and the space and you are returning, thank you for being here. You can come on in because you know what you're due for. You know what we come to do. Take your shoes off at the door and get comfy. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for being here. This is our Friday, our Fruitful Friday energy check. It's just a designated spot where you know we come in and we check the energy, check the temp in the atmosphere, in this space, and in this room. And of course, for the week, y'all, it's Friday. It's Friday. We have made it through yet another week. Thank you to the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for being here once again to share this space and have this exchange with you guys. You know, it feels good to be back. And I hope that you guys are staying sucker free. I hope that you guys are drinking your water. I hope, I really hope that you guys have been out getting some of this beautiful sun. Y'all know on my off days, I don't get them often, but when I do, I make them about family. So I got some things to talk to you guys about, some little activities that we got into, on my off day. And I hope you guys are eating your fruits and, loving on you. This is Fruitful Friday, you guys. This is Friday's energy check. Come on in. Let me know how this week has been for you. Come on in so we can test the temp in the room. Miss Heavens Dominique is in the building. Well, hello, beautiful. How are you? How have you been this Fruitful Friday, baby? How has this week been treating you? As for me, this week has been peaceful. It has been very, very peaceful to say the least. You guys, I tell you something. It is an amazing thing when you are in charge of your own peace and you know how to maintain and keep it. It is a beautiful thing. So I've been smiling a little bit more. Good news and blessings coming in left and right, and I just been present in the moment. Miss Heavens Dominique said, "Imminent for time, baby, work when you out. Have you been working or highly working? Let your girl know." But also too, with this being our Friday's energy check, I don't know. I decided to name it something positive. Y'all know I'm always going and reaching for the positive aspects of things. It has also been very enlightening and very fruitful for me as well. So, has this Friday been fruitful for you guys too? If so, in what way? Care to explain? Care to elaborate and share some of those beautiful things? Let me know. Miss Evans Dominique said, "Breaking my tail off." Listen, somebody got to do it. We got to do it until we become millionaires. We got to do it. We got to do what we got to do. That's the proper sacrifice, baby. That's the proper sacrifice. But once again, thank you for being here once again in this space. I am happy to be back. I don't know about you guys, but every time I come into this space, I have butterflies going on all up in here. All up in here, y'all. All up in here. What's that? What's that? What is that? But nevertheless, it feels good. It feels amazing. You know, yes, ma'am, I'm blessed. Listen, that's what it is right there. You ain't even have to say nothing else after that. That's just what it is. But how has this week been treating you? How has, how has this week been? Like, as for myself, it's been very enlightening. It has been a force, and it has been very, very peaceful. Like this week, I put a bit more intention on keeping my focus and maintaining the upkeeping of my very own peace. And I have to say, it has been very peaceful. Absolutely. But as you guys come in, please feel to like, share, and subscribe. You guys know that this is something that I've been doing since 2021. And I'm back full force. I have some treats and things like that in store for you guys. But who's in a rush? I takes my time. Hold on, we got a comment. I love that, sis. Listen, ain't nothing like a piece of peace. And I noticed, like, a lot of people, they really don't know what it's like to experience a piece of it because they have not established peace for themselves. They don't know, they at war with themselves. So they would even understand. But I'm telling you, once you establish it for yourself and you start to work out of it and work in it, reaching for it every chance that you can get, it's a beautiful thing. It's an amazing thing. Hello, people. How are you? Thank you for being in the space. This is Fruitful Fridays. This is our energy check. We had to come back and do it again, and I need to know the temp in this room and in this space. How has this week been for you guys? As for me, it has been very fruitful. It has been very peaceful, and I couldn't ask for anything less. This week, I was a bit more intentional with my plays. Not that I'm not always, but I put a bit more oomph and my attention in my works and in my endeavors, and I'm pleased. I am pleased. As you guys are entering this space, please like, share, subscribe. You can check me out on my other platforms. I have a growing platform on YouTube at Crown Woman. You can also find me here on Facebook at my page, Miss T Energy. And you can always find me on TikTok. You guys, that's my little inspirational spot. But I get on there and I do what I do, and you get other aspects of little me, for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? For anybody else, feel free to go check out my other platforms. But once again, you can always, always, always find me here. But you guys know, we dare not hop into anything without an icebreaker. We got to break the ice. I need to know that you guys have warmed up. I need to know that you guys are comfy. I need to know that you're here, with me. You're here with me. So, my icebreaker is something simple, but I want to know because I believe that we all have them. Who is the celebrity in your family and why? I thought this would be a bit interesting because I remember as a kid looking up to a person and I was like, man, they were just like so infamous, so notorious to me. And I'm just like, this person was like the world to me. So as a kid, this person was my celebrity. Naturally, it's a family member, but this person was a celebrity in my eyes. So our icebreaker question is, who is the celebrity in your family and why? And you guys can feel free to check out the mug. Naturally, we promote all of this because if you ain't loving on self, I don't want to hear nothing about you loving on nobody else. I just don't want to hear it. It's an impossible. But we'll start here. And we promote this every day, all day. And there's no perfect way to do it. It could be as simple as you getting up, brushing your teeth if you don't normally brush your teeth. Or it could be as simple as you getting up if you like tea or you like coffee. You getting up in the morning, making you a nice cup of coffee, a fresh cup of tea, and going off to yourself. and just enjoying some you time. Miss Hampton is in the building. Miss Hampton, this week has been great. I'm alive and well, and my circle is growing mentally and spiritually. Listen, that's an amazing thing to bring to the forefront. And it's an amazing thing to have, to experience, and to be able to witness, to say the least. It's just amazingness. And like I said, it just coincides with, my header, Fruitful Fridays. You know what I'm saying? That's more fruitfulness than we had last week that we can incorporate into this week. And I think that that is a wonderful thing. But Miss Hampton, I just have to know, who is the celebrity in your family and why? I was just saying, like, when I was a little kid, I remember looking up to a family member and I was like, I just thought the world of this person. And for me, as a kid, this was the celebrity in a family. As you grow and mature and things like that, views change and stuff like that. But presently, or if you've ever had one to look at anybody in that type of manner, who is the celebrity in your family? Oh, and the mug, in case those that are just now joining missed it say love yourself. Nobody's going to love you better than you. Nobody's going to do it better than you. So incorporate a little bit on a day to day. You can put a little bit of something in here, you know what I'm saying? And if that's your definition of loving on yourself at that moment, that's just what it is. But who is the celebrity in your family? And why? As you guys are coming in this space, thank you for being here first and foremost. And please feel free to like and share. Sharing in other places may be caring, but in this space, it's just our way of showing love. So thank you, thank you, thank you. The question is, you guys, who is the celebrity in your family and why? I'm gonna say I've had many of them, starting with the apple of my eye, my mom. My mom is nothing that she couldn't do. It's nothing that she couldn't conquer. Y'all, when I tell you this lady is creative, she got it on the cooking side. You know what I'm saying? She got it on the creativity side. I'm talking about, I remember my mama making baskets for men and women and people just putting in orders and stuff like that and just loving it. And she didn't stop there. She would make the toilet tip. She made these, like, she took these tins and decorated them with bees and flowers and towels and turned them into toilet tissue containers, and making decor, the cute little towels you guys see in the fancy places hanging up on the walls. She was doing all of that with a little glue gun and all of that. She was just so creative, and I understand, like, where I get majority of my creativity from too. But my mom was my first celebrity. After my mom, my next celebrity was him. I don't know after my mom. But I will say I was just thinking, like, when it first came to mind, when I thought of this topic, my little one. He's the celebrity currently in my life at this moment. When I tell you, you guys, my 2 year old is everything. I have not seen anyone so more in tune. It's like we are soulmates. When he's feeling the type of way, I'm feeling the type of way. I feel it, you know, beyond being just mom. You know what I'm saying? He asks, Mom, are you good? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. And I ask the little thing we got. He asks me if I'm good, or I ask him if he's good. And he'd be like, yeah, I'm good. Mom, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So what are we? And he'd be like, we good, good. As long as we have that type of establishment. But he is my lifesaver. He is my soulmate. Believe it or not, a lot of people think that your soulmate can only be someone that you're romantically involved with. No, that's a lie. Like I said, the reason why this boy chose me to be his parent is beyond me. All I can say is I'm grateful, and I have never met a soul like him ever before. But you guys, we are going to keep it moving, and I'm not sure if you guys already know this, but I can't put bigger emphasis on it. You can take a second to read the screen. And now it's not one of those type of things where we go together. But I told you guys every time we meet up in this spot, I'm looking for results. I'm looking for progress because as I'm on my journey and it's for being fruitful and it's progressing, I want to know that you guys are growing too. So if this is an endeavor or something that you guys are embarking on along with me and we're doing this together, no, we don't go together. We grow together now. So if you did know before, now you know. Yeah, we grow together now. But just some things that I would love to see you guys, you know, speak on. It means of self. We always gonna start with self, you guys, because if you're not handling, managing, and maintaining self, there's no way possible that you can be handling or managing or maintaining anybody else. So we are always going to start with self here. So give me three things that you admire about yourself. I'll let you guys go and then I'll chime in. But just three things that you can think of that you really, really admire about yourself. I see that we have more viewers in. As you guys come in, thank you for being here. This is Fruitful Fridays. This is our energy check. From sound to sound, we have to come in and just check the temp of the week, check on one another, sometimes check one another. You got to get each other back in check because that's just what we do. But let me know three things you admire about self. You guys, I have been putting off um grocery shopping. Yesterday I went out. I actually had a good time with my little one. However, when we got into the children's museum, you guys, it was a lot of people. And those of you guys that know me, I am social to a default. I am not the type that's trying to be on the scene, and I know I'm not for everybody. And I like to be in control of my energy intake as well. But when I tell y'all, it wasn't my little one that wore me out yesterday, it was being around all those people. I had fun, but I had to go. It was getting a bit too heavy for you, girl. Oh, Mr. Shower said my ability to write, create, sing, and care. I love that. I'm a writer myself. And you sing? Okay. I love that. If you have anything that you'd like to share, I mean, I'm open to it. I love music. So if you want to, you can feel free to share it with us. And you got, some platforms. You can drop them down below. You can hit my DM and I'll come check you out. I love to support people that are really out here doing some things. You know, I love that. And you guys, it is Memorial Day weekend. Um, I'm working this weekend. Not that it really matters to me. But I know for a lot of people, they like to be out for Memorial Day weekend. What are you guys doing? What are some things that you're getting into? Are you spending some time with the family? And since I'm a foodie, I just have to ask, what are you guys cooking? But more than anything, what are you guys planning for this Memorial Day weekend? I would love to know. I don't have any personally. As I stated, I am working this weekend, but I am off Memorial Day. So yesterday I did go get some things to go on the grill. I actually ended up buying a new grill because I love the grill, y'all. I even be in the snow grilling, but I haven't done it in a while. You guys, I'm not sure if you guys are just commenting or if it is coming in, the responses are coming in slow. But Miss Hampton, my heart, my gratefulness, my giving spirit, and being a forgiver and a great listener, I am in awe with all of them personally because I know you myself and I know that these things that you're seeing are true. I love that. From her heart to you guys to her gratefulness, that's what we learned it first. For her giving spirit, I'm talking about people talking about the clothes off their back. I've seen her give her very last countless times being selfless. And she is a she's more of a forgiver than I am. I'm still mastering that, to be completely transparent. Forgiveness sometimes is tough. And she is most definitely a great listener. I think that's where I probably get it from as well. And she's actually provided me with some tools to become a even greater listener. Miss Heaven, somebody said, I wish I was getting some barbecue. Are you working? Like, what are you doing? Because I have some things I'm throwing on the grill, and I'm I'm doing my thing, to say the least. But are you guys working this Memorial Day weekend? Are you spending time with family? Oh, you are. Well, I'm just a hop, skip, and a jump away, babe. Precious said, pull up on me. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the building, Miss Heavenly Pressure. Thank you guys for being here. This is our Fruitful Friday. You guys, as you come in, please like and share. That's just the way that we ensure that we continue to build upon our platform. And it's also just the way that we show love. I mean, why not? If you can't do anything else in this world, spread some love and speak life. We got a lot that's already going on out here, that does not serve us. And this world is definitely not what it used to be. But when you come in contact with people that align with you, why not share the love? Let's change the frequency. We know we can't do it everywhere, but we can get our own spot and do it. So let's start here. Miss Heavens Dominique said, I swear I wish I could, but the money keep calling me. Baby, I was saying the same thing. People was asking me, how did you wear glasses? I'm like, look, I don't have no questions. I'm on a mission. And I'm not on a mission for self. I'm on a mission for generations. So I am well with it. I am 100% well with it. You guys, as you come in, please like and share. You can also feel free to check out my other platforms. You can always find me here on Facebook at Miss T Energy. You guys can check out my YouTube platform. I am building there at Crown Woman. And also as well on TikTok. You guys know that's where I'm quirky and bubbly and corny, but most of all inspirational, you know? So thank you guys for being here. And we are going to keep it moving. Something that I would love to know. What are some of you guys' pet peeves? I know we all have them. I know, some may be classified as weird, but I know I have a couple of them, quite a few of them myself. And I was just curious about the collective. I'm like, let me see what theirs could possibly be. Maybe mine are not, you know. Miss Heavens Dominique said feet. Um, I would love to ask. I'm going to ask why. Why feet? And it's interesting that you would say feet. Why feet, Miss Ma'am? I'm gonna let a couple of you guys um chime in, and then I'll just go into a few of mine, because it's weird that having Dominique said feet because it is one of my biggest pet peeves. As long as it's my little one's feet, I don't mind. But anybody else's feet, I'm not going. Miss Evans Dominique said they're absolutely disgusting. That's funny that you would say that because you like putting your feet on people. Miss Heavenly Precious says stupidity, chewing with your mouth open as if there was no home training taught and lack of understanding. Those are some good ones. Some really, really good ones. I can't say stupidity boo because so I'm saying knowledge, it's out here for everybody. So it's at your own digression. It's free will. So it's your choice to be uneducated, unruly, and you know, like just position yourself to lack the wisdom. So chewing with your mouth open, definitely. I don't understand it myself. And then it's just something that they do when they get ready to swallow that makes this interesting noise. I'll be ready to fight. So I get you on that. And lack of understanding, I can see how that would be too. Miss Sanford said, I'm here, y'all. Say, got that salad. What salad you talking about? What she talking about, y'all? What is she talking about? This Heavenly Precious said, I got a thing for feet. Just don't touch mines. Now that's interesting. That is really interesting. Like, I don't mind caring for my significant other's feet and things like that. And I don't mind kissing all over my little one's feet. But don't put your feet on me. Like, they belong on the ground. You use them for walking. Don't put your feet on me. Like, they need to invite. Miss Hampton said, chewing with your mouth open. And please don't pat on me. Ooh, wee. Baby, I cannot stress that one enough. Like, I don't understand. Do the food taste better with your mouth open? Like I really don't understand that myself. And yeah, we know the pattern part. We know that. Yeah, we know that. We've experienced that. And I'm saying my Cobb salad. Have you made yours yet, boo? You guys earlier. I kid you not. I was out and about and decided that I wanted a salad. So I went to my favorite spot. If you guys are in Chicago, you guys should be familiar with Bocce's. They're known for their pizza as well. So I stopped there and I was like, you know what? Today I'm gonna be a bit greedy because I have cut down. I'm sorry, you guys, on my eating habit because I know that I am a foodie. I know that I am only maturing, and as you mature, sometimes it's difficult to get stubborn fat away. So I've cut down. I might eat a big meal in a day, but I know when they snack as much and eat as much at night as I used to. So I'm on the phone with my mom and I'm telling her, oh, I think I'm gonna go get some jerk chicken to go on this salad. And a sticker in this window caught my eye. Late deliveries. Oh, late deliveries. That's one of your pet peeves, Mr. Showers. I think that's what he's saying. But long story short, I seen this big picture in this window and I just unconsciously pushed open the door and came in, went in, and it was the burger joint that he said definitely. What like do you do like um DoorDash and stuff like that? Like, do you care to elaborate, hun? But long story short, you guys, I went into this place and then I was like, oh, I'm sorry, you bagged out. And someone was like, nah, you done already went in. But what originally caught me was they big picture in the door that said black owned. I've stopped in there before, and the chef she's an amazing woman, and she's a woman of many hats. She cooks, she does it all. Welcome, 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 you guys. I see that there are more you guys in. Please feel free to like and share. We can join this space and share this space together. And sharing here is just our way of showing love and ensuring that our platform continues to grow. But I got the jerk, went in and got a burger, and I'm talking to my mom. I'm like, I'm gonna bless somebody with this today. And got back to my jerk salad. Well, I went to the jerk spot, got a jerk salad, got back to my jerk salad. Y'all, it was the bomb. So that's what my mom is talking about. I probably was smacking because it was delicious. It was delicioso. Miss Heavenly Precious said it does. It really bring flavors for real, for real. I just wasn't raised like that. Bring out the flavor. I don't know about that, Precious. It just be uncalled for to me. Miss Hampton said Carlos got me one from Denny's. Ooh, you was talking about it earlier. Miss Heavenly Precious, for real. I had to start watching what I eat and how much I eat. I was at 298 at the beginning of the year, and I'm down to 224. Yes. You know something? Not only is like everybody has their perception of what healthy is. You know what I'm saying? But me, I go for all three corners. I'm talking about mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually healthy. That's what I mean. So your inside should reflect your outside. I'm just saying, in my opinion, that's my opinion. Miss Evans, he said, good job, sis. Keep it all. Yes, keep it up. That's what she meant. Mr. Shaw would say, yeah, DoorDash, Uber, and if I order groceries, sometimes Amazon won't deliver at all till the next day. I always been intrigued by how this process goes because I dash from time to time, but I absolutely love Amazon Prime deliveries. So if my son runs out of fruit or his favorite, like these apple juice boxes, or I need some odds and ends, I tend to order them through Amazon Prime. But you said late deliveries. What's the latest delivery that you had to deliver? I am interested. Miss Hampton. Oh yeah. And when you walking and a guy yelling, hey, 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 who the hell is hey? And if you are a gentleman, pull over and get out. Yes. I remember. I remember those days. And yeah, I still remember those days. But it intrigues me to actually see true and real gentlemen still do exist in this world today. I think that that's amazing. It's not enough of them. Miss Hampton said, yeah, you may have been smacking just a little bit. Now she gonna talk about just a little bit after you done air my dirty laundry out here to everybody. We could have talked about this before. You guys, also, if you have anything in particular that you guys want to talk about, we can turn it into a live Q&A because I want to know what's on you guys' minds as well. So, if you got some questions or you got some topics, you guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This Fruitful Friday. And if you have not seen or heard the question yet, I want to know, has this week been a very fruitful week to you? And if so, in what way? Miss Santa said, I'm smacking right now. I bet you are, because you be smacking your tail self off too. But you guys, back to the mug. Y'all know that this is my thing. And I'm proud of it. It was a gift. You guys that knows that I have a infamous and still growing collection of mugs. I am not shy of getting gifts. If you got a mug and you think it's me, you think I'll like it, I am open to receiving it. If you know of a place that sell mugs and they have gift cards, you can give me a gift card so I can get me some mugs. I'm not above it all, and I'm not too beneath it either. I like what I like, and I have a grateful heart as well. So y'all know that mugs are my things, but Can I keep showing this one off, y'all? It's so cute to me. Not my color per se, but the message on it. I mean, I think it's self-explanatory. Miss Beverly Press said, absolutely. I love being useful in any way. And I was able to be a little useful this week. I'm thankful and grateful. You know what, babe? When you are being used in the right way, don't it feel good? Don't it feel amazing? Don't it feel amazing? And Miss Heavenly Pressure, just asking, do you care to elaborate? Do you care to share? If not, that's perfectly fine because I don't want to make you uncomfortable or step on nobody's toes. That's not what this space is intended for. But if you don't mind sharing, please do. Because what you just saying that brought up some things for me that took place this week. You guys, in my line of work, I run into a lot of different people. And this week in particular, an older lady came into my workplace, and she was, looking for groceries and things like that. And I service women, infants, and toddlers. So, I pretty much broke it down to her. And she was just gave me, the whole rundown how she had been outside the establishment for like a good 30 minutes, walking up and down. Long story short, she was looking for a pantry. She got wind of a pantry and she wanted to go get some food and stuff like that. And me just talking to her, she was like, I'm not too familiar with the area, you know, stuff like that. So I just took some information down from, like, I'm like, do you have Google? She was like, I think I do have it on my phone, but I'm not familiar with it. So I helped her navigate through it. She had to address to where she was going. But you guys, she was an older lady. So I was like, were you getting there by bus, lift? And she was like, definitely not lift. I don't have the money. But something had already spoken to me and told me to find out where she was going and to assist. And me being obedient and me doing my father's work because I don't get tired of doing it. I does my father's work and I do my work too and I does it well. I mentioned it to her and she was like, well, I don't have no money for no lift. And I was like, well, you don't have to have a lift. I said, I just need to know that if I get you one, you'll receive, you're open to receiving. And she was like, oh my God. She was just like, and it just amazes me sometimes seeing people that I guess don't have good things happen to them as much because they be so grateful and stuff like that. It kind of make me feel weird because I'm just like, this is just a lift rat. You deserve this and some. But long story short, I got a little story from her. She was a dialysis patient, and she was telling me how she ended up having a blood disease, and she wasn't walking, and coma, yada yada, and God brought her through it. So I had some food in the back, like a Whopper from Burger King, and I really didn't want it. I was talking to my guard about it, and was telling him like, if you want it, you can have it. And he was like, I'm stuffed. And I'm like, I gotta find somebody to give it to. Perfect time. And I gave it to her, made sure she made it into her lift well. And that was just my deed, one of many deeds for my week. Miss Heavenly Precious said, just simply getting food for the family. Life isn't a struggle, but it gets challenging sometimes. And for my life to be forever blessed, I was able to do. You know what? When God positioned you as such good, it's a blessing to be a blessing. And I don't think that people actually know what it is to be a blessing. A lot of people do things for show or, they give resources and things and take it for self. And you can only do so much with certain things that are out here. When you get it, you pass it along to others so it can help them too if they open to receiving it. Miss Hampton, tell us a little about this journey you are on. And are you going to start your business this summer? Miss Hampton, this can be a discussion respectfully off live stream, not unless we have others that may have questions pertaining to my craft and stuff, because the devil can hear your blessings too. And like I said, the masterpieces that we're working on and just the way that God is positioning me, I don't want to put anything out here in the open. That got, I mean, what's for me is for me anyway, but it's just that precious to me. It's just that precious. Like when I actually find when my husband actually finds me, nobody's gonna know about it until we probably like 2 years or a year in married, when we done got a chance to experience each other. But Miss Hampton, I know you working on some things too. So off of this platform, we're going to some more details, you know, on some things. And simply because too, like I said, I'm just a humble beauty. My um accolades, my successes, and things like that are not loud. um, I'm very much so humble, and they're for me, and for the ones that I love that can benefit from them, and the people that are open to receiving me. So we gonna keep this protected as we should. Miss Hampton and Miss C Energy has been on this giving thing since she was a child, fixing sandwiches and passing them out. Y'all, we cannot talk about that enough. I get it from my mama. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. And y'all, as a kid, just to show you a kid's innocence, I was little and all I remember seeing was a lot of homeless people, and I thought like they were just in my area. So yeah, I did go in my mom's refrigerator, and I did fix sandwiches, and I did sneak them outside the house, and I did come back in the house to make more sandwiches, and my mama caught me. She did, and I got in trouble. But she also told me how what I was doing was a good thing, but when it comes down to that, they're not the only people, and then you servicing them, they gonna bring more people and stuff like that. So as I got older and I seen that the need for those type of things, like such as just food, was greater than the vision that God had gave me, then I feel back a little bit. I'm like, I need to go back to the drawing board, Lord. Give me a bigger vision so I can be a help to more people. Miss Hunter saying, and taking in cats. The same cat, y'all, she gave away my cat. She gave my cat away to the Humane Society. She did. But you guys, while we are here, thank you for joining. This is Fruitful Fridays. This is our energy check. If there is anything on your hearts, anything on your minds, anything that you would like to share, add to this platform, or anything that you would like to know, drop it in the comment section down below. I am not an open book, but I am a very humble and transparent person if asked, when asked the right questions. So, ask at your own discretion. This is also a non-judgmental space. We don't do that folly over here. We don't entertain it. We don't do that over here. So, respectfully, we share perspectives, and we, like I said, have these exchanges with one another, because at the end of the day, it's about growing each other. I am in the each one teach one community, and I'll come from a space where iron sharpens iron. So you in the same space as me, and you end up with a problem. Everybody on the opposite side know who the real problem is. Seriously. But do you guys have anything that you would like to talk about in particular? Anything about this week that has stood out more than any week prior to? Let your girl know. Oh, and for those that didn't know, we got a different slogan. Because I told you guys, just like I can't get you used to an energy that I'm not willing to upkeep, it's the same thing. And we can come to this space and we can share perspectives and things of that nature. It's all beautiful. True. But I need to know that you guys are growing too. So, for those of you that didn't know, you know now that we grow together. It's just as simple as that. We grow together. If you didn't know, now you know. No, I didn't say we go together. We grow together. That's what we do. Oh, I do have one for you guys because I would like to know. What would you say? Well, would you say that you're the same person privately, personally, and publicly? Why? Like, I want you guys to explain it to me. That I would say no, I'm not. Because publicly, I tend to be more inward, if that makes sense. Like, Miss Heavenly Pressure, advice on setting boundaries in any relationship and learning to trust. Okay, Miss Heavenly Pressure, those are big ones. And I say that those are big ones because establishing boundaries and learning to grow trust, it it causes you to have to find those places um and uproot those things that actually allowed you not to have those boundaries and to lose the trust from the jump street. But I'll tell you this, the way that I started establishing boundaries for myself was taking parts of me back that I had lent to people that I knew wasn't worthy, and God kept revealing. And to me, it was like the most powerful stance that I took in my life. And for every person, I know that it varies. So when I say start taking portions of you back, so let's just say if you had a relationship whereas you were the giver and the other person was always the taker, I would stop giving. I didn't say stop doing for the person. If they need something, you could be there, but stop giving so freely. And once you start doing that, that's you taking some of your power back or pouring into people that don't pour into you. One-sided situations or relationships. Once you start or once you stop pouring, that can mean being there as an advisor. That means as far as being there as a person's punching bag and all of that. Once you stop allowing yourself to be in those type of spaces and a person actually take heed to it, they're gonna miss your presence and that energy because you done got them hooked on it. It's like life support for some people. You'll start noticing they're gonna feel some type of way, or they may be angry about it, but in no case and in no situation where you actually pulling parts of you back to regain you should you ever feel bad because you're worth what you was giving out. And so, in means of learning to trust again, Precious, you got to take your time, baby. All I can say is this. When it comes down to people just showing us who they truly are, you have to give up that portion of you that wants to always see the good in people. You know what I'm saying? I constantly ask God to, show me, people for who they really are. And he don't show us this physical stuff. He show us their true essence and he show us their spirits. Once he reveals those type of things to you, stick true to what you're seeing. A lot of the times we are our own problems because we don't want these people to be what we seeing, or because we done got a little dose of a little good deed that they've done and we want to believe that that's all them. No. Miss Hamber said no inside I can just chill and let it all hang out. And publicly, I have to deal with different people and different elements. I said the same thing too, but Miss Heavenly Precious said, "No, I don't like being in public, and I don't like being in public around outside. And if I do, I just read the room and hide if need be. Personally, I'm literally a loner. I really wish animals could talk because I strong don't like humans. Precious boo. They can, just like people don't believe that trees and things of that type of nature understand and respond to us. That's why your sister called me a tree hugger. But I definitely get what you saying, Precious. But I'm gonna tell you this: with all the amazingness that you behold, you when you start to fix those things in you that need to be fixed, because we all are fixing our things, we all need things to be fixed. It means that's a part of our growing process. Then you will notice that the things that you desire will start to gravitate to you. So I'm gonna give it to you like this as an example. When it comes down to energy, vibrations, do you know that feeling you get when you're happy about something? You know what I'm saying? You can take, if you can, channel that same type of feeling anytime you want to, and watch things that are attached to that vibration start to come in, start to show. They just start popping up. So it's actually, I would say, one of my strong suits too. This is why meditation is key, is vital, and is very, very important too. I remember when I first started off with meditation, it was kind of difficult because at first I thought that it was the matter of me silencing everything around me, but it wasn't that. It was me silencing all that was going on inside of me. And when I was able to see colors and, you know, different type of things. Like for an example, I remember like my very first time, um, really, really getting into like my meditative state. Mom. Yes. Oh, that's how kissy. You just okay. I'll be with you. I heard you. I got you. And I huh? That's how kissy. Okay, I'll be with you in that room in 1 second. Mom. Precious says strongly. Yes. You want to go under there? What is it? Okay, I'll get it in 1 second, baby. Y'all, I guess this is somewhat of my cue because he does this. Miss Heavenly Precious said literally high flutters and electric joy pulsing through you. Yes. Yes. And see, that's the thing too, boo. Everybody don't know the different vibrations between happiness and joy. And they both carry a different type of vibration. Those of us that are familiar with both of them and know how they operate, we know that joy is something that somebody just can't snatch or take from you, opposed to happiness. You can find a piece of happiness in some of everything. Can I see this? But back to me finding like my own rhythm in my meditative state. Oh, Mr. Shower said I'm better communicating socially at home and with people than I am outside. You want me to tell you something? I am that same exact way to a degree, because my inside, it means a family of things, have changed tremendously. So I really can't with a lot of family anymore. And when it comes down to the outside, it's just like sometimes I only communicate and I become a social butterfly because I have to be. And being put in a position where you have to be that social butterfly, you run into some of those amazing people, and you find out some amazing things. And I am just grateful for those experiences too. Can I have that, please? But I don't want to let this pass. Mr. Scott, welcome to this space, love. How are you doing this evening? How has this week been for you? Has this week been a fruitful week for you? And if it has, would you care to share? And thank you guys once again for being in this space. As you guys are entering this space, please feel free to like and share. Sharing is just the way that we show love. But I remember um my focal point was grass, right? So no, my very first focal point was green. I wanted to start small. And then I just seen like this green pulsating light, so to speak. And then I wanted to go harder. So I was like, okay, I want to see grass. And then I just seen the grass. It was green and it was standing straight up. And then I was like, I want to see it swaying from side to side and stuff like that. And it did. And then from there, when I discovered that I can do it that way, then I started working on like a protective bubble. So it starts off like Miss Heavenly Precious said, like this pulsating, and then it was growing because I needed it to get bigger around my force field, and then I got it big enough to go around me and my son force field. But I am not quite there yet where I can actually get it around my, my living space just yet. But that was another way that I practiced with my form of meditating. And then another way was um watching the clouds in the sky. So I focus on one, and with my eyes, I would erase, 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 erase until there was nothing there, nothing left there at all. Meditation comes in many different forms, and it has many different styles to it. You just have to find your very own way of doing it. Mr. Scott said it has been really good for me. I am happy with the way things are going. I love that. I love that for you. I would say the same thing too. Like this week, not that I am not every week or every day of my life, I was a bit more intentional about even my thought process, the engagement with people that I was having, and with some of my future endeavors. Because the things that I do, what I operate out of, I know are beyond me and they are precious to me. And I want to make sure that I'm going about things the correct way and putting the proper intentions into them, because what I'm doing is just not for me. It's just not for my loved ones. But like I said, what I'm doing is for many generations beyond us. It's those type of things that keep me going and wanting to be put on the forefront and stuff like that too. Like I said, when you understand wholeheartedly what you're called to do, what your soul's purpose is, and you understand your assignment, then you tend to move in a different type of way. And I stand 10 toes in mine. And like I said, I just do my father's work and I do my work and I just love what I do. But just something that I wanted to share with y'all. Um, I actually spent some time downtown with my little one. For you guys that don't know, maybe we'll have maybe like a little quiz. Not on this topic in particular, because if I do give it to you guys, you'll have time to go do some studying. But I want it to be on the spot. Get y'all thinkers going, y'all creative juices flowing. But there is a new Transformers coming out. I am a big Transformers fan. Let me know if you guys are big Transformers fans, because I am. And for y'all that are, you already know that at first it was the Autobots, but you guys, they got animals now. So I heard about these big statuesque creatures downtown. And I was like, oh my God, I just have to see them. I just got to take my son to go see him. And while we're there, we can also go to the Children's Museum and just do some sightseeing. So, before we got into the sightseeing and stuff like that, we were walking around and I stumbled upon this little shop at Navy here. Mom said, "Ann, you like them Transformers, boo?" And it wasn't the spot. At first, they called me. It was the scent from the spot, and it made me like double take. I'm like, "Oh, what is that?" It just caught me. So I doubled back, and I was like, "I smell something." Thank you. I'm like, I'm not sure what it is. But what do you guys have? And I started seeing some of my crafts. Those of you that are familiar with me know that I dabble in quite a bit of things. I had sat them down, but that's just a different story. Long story short, I stumbled upon this company. It's called Rita's. The name of this company is called Rita's. And Rita is an actual person. She was on vacation and she has some relatives in this spot. And I finally found out what the scent was. Long story short, um, they had these body butters. And this one, the scent that I was smelling was mango and papaya. So if you guys are ever in the downtown area, on the dock, near the dock at Navy Pier, please go check them out. When I tell y'all this body butter is amazing and it's vegan and it's natural and it gets the job done. Long story short, it gets the job done. It's not very oily. The scent lasts, and I love things where the scent lasts, and it's pretty light. Like, I'm a texture feel type of person. I just can't wear no any and everything, and I just can't put no any and everything on my body. But long story short, this is the scent. The papaya, the mango papaya is what caught my eye. Well, what caught my sniffer. And then when I double back, what really caught my eye was some of their herbs. So they got catnip, this and that, and the other. And then they had candles. Now I'm a person that makes candles as well, and the color green. So the color green caught me too. So I'm like, if this is not intentional, and if my day wasn't made, I don't know what was. But long story short, this is also it a candle made by the same people, and it's called Paradise to Escape, and it is also mango and papaya. When I tell y'all, it smells dope. But what really caught me about this candle, outside of the tin being green, y'all know that's my favorite color now. One of my favorite colors now was the candle. So if you guys are on any of my other platforms, or if you guys are on my Facebook, I have candles that look just like this. So it was, for me, it was more confirmation in my atmosphere. And I was like, I gotta share this with you guys. Y'all know when I get little stuff, I share with y'all anyway, because I like to be where the good stuff is. Long story short, that was one of my treats. And I stumbled upon this metaphysical store. And I know this may be not this may not be a lot of you guys things, but I dabble in quite a few things. And I got me some pyrite nuggets. People that are familiar with pyrite you should know that it is a protective piece. It also welcomes in abundance. Um, it's a great helper in your finances and stuff like that too, and staying fruitful. And definitely, if it's placed in your money corner um, of the home. So, you guys, I got me some pyrite nuggets, and I was on cloud nine. I love stuff like that. And then I had ran out of pyrite in my own little collection of things. So just finding them, feeling them, smelling them, and just knowing that they were authentic pieces meant the world to me because it's so much fake stuff out here. But long story short, yesterday day was made. It's something said, do the Transformers and the Big Gorilla move? You know what, boo? I was looking at it, and it. I believe that they do. I believe that they do because they had like the guys out there that was, what would you call them? I don't know what you call them, but it was like they was out there assisting with the upkeeping of them. But they didn't do nothing while we was there. They was just there. I'm talking about the guys that had the big trucks and the cranes and all of that type of stuff. And I was thinking that maybe they wasn't doing nothing because we was out there and they didn't want us to know that they moved. Miss Hampton says so it will get rid of Mr. Broke Brownies. Mama, most definitely. When I tell you it just feels good. I actually put it on. She got up today, showered, put it on before work. Came in, showered, put it on again, and I feel good. Like I said, this will be what, second day putting some on, and the smell is amazing. It's on my pillow and in my covers, y'all. And it's the moisture is really good, especially coming out the shower. Are you okay? But once again, you guys, I thank you guys for joining this space. And these exchanges that we have every Friday, you guys know that we do this every Wednesday as well. I am open to any suggestions. Where am I at? Huh? Where am I at? Okay. Where am I at, Mom? Okay, give me a second. I'm open to any suggestions. If you have any inputs, any questions, you can feel free. Any topics, anything that you want to talk about in particular, just let me know. That's how we continue to grow. That's how we continue to, learn one another and stuff like that. But I think this is my wrap up. And you guys know I cannot leave without my final thoughts. And my final thought is simply nothing other than the greatest measure of growth is by the old version of you. I know that some people would not probably think that you can measure your growth by the old you, but you indefinitely can. And for those that have not made it to that establishment just yet, just hang in there. You have some more growing to do. But me, comparing myself to the old me is how I measure how far that I've come. So it's definitely a way that I measure my growth as a person. It's something to say, ask KJ, do the KJ. Can I ask you a question? Do you know the Muffin Man? No. He don't know. Can you ask them if they know the Muffin Man? No. Okay, he's sleeping, you guys. But with that being said, you guys stay motivated, stay drinking your water, eating your fruits, and stay away from the foolery. And by all means, please continue to protect your energy and protect your essence. It's something that I will be having a memorial of of the old Betty. I love that. I love that. We gotta talk. We gonna talk when we get up off here. I love that. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in with Miss T Energy. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. You can always find my content here. I am open to suggestions as I am growing these platforms. Your girl ain't shy for anything. I am open to receiving. And with that being said, you guys be blessed. And I'll see you guys for Wednesday Wellness Check-In.